The deadliest hunter on Earth is not what you think it is. It's not the lion, it's not the great white shark, it's not the tiger, the eagle, or the wolf. The most successful predator in the entire animal kingdom is so small you could hold it in the palm of your hand. It weighs less than a paperclip. And right now, somewhere in your backyard, it's hunting something, and it almost never misses. Lions, the so-called kings of the jungle, catch their prey only 25% of the time. Sharks, around 50%. Even the great white, the most feared predator in the ocean, fails more than half the time. But this tiny creature, it hits its target 95 times out of 100. It's the dragonfly. And what it can do has scientists genuinely terrified, because it shouldn't be biologically possible. Let me explain what makes this insect the most efficient killing machine that has ever existed. When a dragonfly spots its prey, usually a fly, a mosquito, or even another dragonfly, something incredible happens inside its tiny brain. In less than 50 milliseconds, faster than you can blink, it calculates exactly where its target is going to be. Not where it is right now, where it will be. It predicts the future. This is called interception flight, and until recently, scientists thought only humans, fighter jet pilots, and a handful of advanced military missiles were capable of doing it. But this 2-inch insect figured it out 300 million years ago. Here's how it works. Most predators chase. A lion sees a gazelle running and runs after it. A wolf sees a deer and follows it. They react. But a dragonfly doesn't react. It plans, it looks at its prey, calculates speed, distance, angle, wind, and trajectory in a fraction of a second, and then it flies to the exact spot in the sky where it knows the prey will be, before the prey even gets there. By the time the fly realizes what's happening, the dragonfly is already on top of it. It's the same exact math that NASA engineers use to land rockets on moving asteroids. And this bug does it without a calculator, without GPS, without any training, in a brain the size of a grain of rice. But that's just the beginning of what makes this creature terrifying. Look closely at a dragonfly's head and you'll see 2 giant eyes that wrap almost completely around its skull. Those eyes are made up of 30,000 individual lenses, compared to your 2 eyes with 1 lens each. That gives the dragonfly nearly 360-degree vision. It can see in front of itself, behind itself, above itself, and below itself, all at the same time. And it gets worse for whatever it's hunting. Dragonflies can see ultraviolet light, they can see polarized light, they can see colors humans can't even imagine exist. And their vision processes images so fast that to a dragonfly, the world looks like it's moving in slow motion. If you try to swat one with your hand, from its perspective, your hand is moving at the speed of a slug. It's already calculated 3 different escape routes before your fingers even close. You will never ever catch a dragonfly. It's not because it's lucky, it's because, biologically speaking, you are too slow to even exist in its world. Now let's talk about how it actually kills. A dragonfly has 4 wings. And unlike most insects, each wing moves completely independently. It can flap one wing up while flapping another wing down. It can rotate them, twist them, and angle them in ways no other flying creature on Earth can. This means a dragonfly can do things in the air that should be impossible. It can fly straight up, straight down, sideways, backwards. It can hover in place like a helicopter. It can hit speeds of 35 miles per hour then stop instantly in midair. It can flip 180 degrees in a single wing beat. Engineers at MIT and Harvard have spent decades trying to build drones that can fly like a dragonfly, and they still can't do it. The technology doesn't exist yet. We have spaceships that can land on Mars, but we cannot replicate what a dragonfly does naturally. And once the dragonfly closes in on its target, it scoops it out of the air using its legs, which form a deadly little basket beneath its body. The prey doesn't see it coming because the dragonfly attacks from below, using a hunting technique called motion camouflage that makes it appear completely still in the prey's vision, even while it's moving at full speed. It's the same trick stealth fighter jets use, except the dragonfly invented it 300 million years before humans did. Then it bites, and here's where it gets brutal. A dragonfly doesn't kill its prey quickly, it eats it alive. Mid-flight, it tears the head off first, then consumes the body while still flying. A single dragonfly can eat hundreds of insects in a single day. Some species have been recorded eating 30 mosquitoes in less than 30 minutes. They are eating machines. and they've been doing this since before the dinosaurs. That's right, dragonflies have existed for over 300 million years. They were here before T-Rex, before the first mammals, before grass even evolved. And back then, they were monsters. Ancient dragonflies had wingspans of over 2.5 feet, bigger than a hawk. Imagine an eagle-sized dragonfly hunting through the prehistoric skies, plucking small reptiles right out of the air. And the most insane part, their hunting strategy hasn't changed in 300 million years. Because it's already perfect, evolution looked at the dragonfly and said, yeah, we're done. This one's finished. Every single thing about this creature, its eyes, its wings, its brain, its kill rate, was already optimized hundreds of millions of years before the first human took their first breath. Scientists studying the dragonfly's brain have made an even more disturbing discovery recently. Inside that tiny head are specialized neurons called target detecting neurons, basically biological tracking computers. These neurons lock onto a single target in a swarm of thousands and follow it without distraction. It's the same kind of system used in advanced military missile guidance. Lockheed Martin has actually studied dragonfly brains to improve drone targeting. Real military engineers are taking notes from a bug, and the US military has tried and failed multiple times to build a drone that can hunt like a dragonfly. Every attempt has crashed, glitched, or gotten outmaneuvered by the real thing in test trials. We have built nuclear weapons, we have landed humans on the moon, we have sent probes to other solar systems, but we cannot build a robot that can do what a dragonfly does on a sunny afternoon over a pond. Think about that for a second. The most successful predator on planet Earth is not a tiger, it's not a shark, it's not even a human with a rifle. It's a tiny, glittering, almost invisible insect that's been quietly perfecting the art of murder since before the continents were in their current shape. And the next time you see a dragonfly hovering over a pond, remember you are watching a 300 million year old killing machine doing exactly what it was built to do. Calculating, predicting, hunting. With a 95% success rate that no other animal on Earth has ever come close to matching. Beauty, evolution, and destruction, all wrapped up in something so small you could miss it if you blinked. If this blew your mind the way it blew mine, hit that subscribe button and join the Untold Earth family. We uncover the wildest, most jaw-dropping secrets of the natural world every single week. And I want to know, what's the most surprising fact you just learned about the dragonfly? Drop it in the comments below. I read every single one.